Right now, all of us are in a panic situation. We agree from your point of view, yes, we are worried whether I am the next victim or is it my loved one. We like to tell as part of the Ministry of Health, don't panic right now. I would say never panic. If you panic, your thinking process, everything goes haywire. Keep calm and take the necessary preventive measures which are required to prevent further spread. First and most important thing we would like to tell everyone is your behavior matters a lot. Remember to wash your hands well with soap and water. It can be a hand scrub or soap, doesn't matter, but it's just not washing with water only. The second one is try as much as possible going to places which are crowded. So whenever you go to these crowded areas, remember we always say cover your cough and sneeze. So if you get a sneeze or a cough, the first thing you should do is cover your nostrils and mouth like this. The second thing is, if you have a tissue with you, remember to cover your nostrils and your mouth with the tissue and cough into or sneeze into it. But always remember that this tissue cannot be reused, so that you have this habit of putting it back into your pocket or your purse or your handbag. No way. You need to dispose that tissue in a safe manner where there is a bin with a lid. If not, forget about the tissue, your folded elbow is the best. Second, once you return home after going to that crowded place, or if you are on your way to your office, you have traveled by public transport, once you reach your office, remember to wash your hands with soap and water. So this is the key message we would like to tell each and every one of you all, so that we could prevent the spread of a majority of the disease. In addition to that, so those who have symptoms which are suggestive of coronavirus infection, cold, a running nose, sneezing, dry cough, painful throat and difficulty in breathing, along with a history of traveled overseas or returned from overseas, or having close contact with a person who has returned from overseas within the last 14 days, should go to the nearest government hospital. And if the physician thinks it is a suspected case of coronavirus infection, the next step would be to take a sample in a part of your nose or the throat as a swab and send for PCR, polymerase chain reaction test. I would say depending on the result, your management will vary. So if you take the aspect of the current issue which everyone among the general public are highlighting these days, are the empty racks in the groceries and also in the supermarkets. Yes, it's okay to be prepared, but if you take it positively, it gives us more time to spend with our family members, which hardly does not happen these days. So we mentioned avoid overcrowded places. We all know these days various events are going around where the youngsters tend to gather together, even our senior members tend to gather together. But if you look at it positively, we get more of family time, which isn't the current trend now. These 3 places have been identified as reliable sources of information on coronavirus infection, identified by the Ministry of Health, the Health Promotion Bureau, the Epidemiological Unit and the Quarantine Unit of the Ministry of Health. So this gives you all an opportunity to sit together and look into what are the current news and updates available regarding the situation in the country with regard to coronavirus infection. So once again, I would like to tell each and every one, cover your cough and sneeze, wash hands with soap and water, try to avoid crowded places, and most of all, it is our responsibility as a citizen of Sri Lanka to be responsible to prevent transmission of coronavirus among the community by being a socially responsible individual.